Hello, everybody. Hopefully, I am live, coming at you live from the Mirror Gaming YouTube channel. It is I, Aaron Potter, gaming content creator here at Mirror Gaming, of course. That's the channel you're on. That's why we're here. And the reason we're here today is because of Xbox and their potential to announce a new handheld. It's not exactly guaranteed that this is going to happen, but hopefully we'll still get some good games to show on it. And yeah, I'd say it's very unusual for Xbox to have such a major presence at an event like Tokyo Game Show, you know? So I'm just kind of interested to see what they have to offer, whether or not Phil Spencer can sort of get me excited about the Xbox brand again. So yeah, there's a lot of what ifs, how abouts, and yeah, I'm excited to share my reaction. Obviously, Jasmine, Mannan was meant to be here with me, my cohort in crime, but it's going to be just me flying solo. So I need you guys to help me. What I might actually do is tweet out the fact that this thing is even happening at the moment. But yeah, what do you guys want to see from Xbox's offering today in terms of getting excited about Xbox games again? Like, you'd expect PlayStation to have a major presence at Tokyo Game Show because, you know, Astrobot's just come out. They just announced Ghost of Yotai, a Japanese set game. They are a Japanese-based company, but for whatever reason, we've got Xbox who are, you know, pushing the boat out. And we're going to see what they have to offer. But so let me know your thoughts in the chat. What do you want to see from them? Obviously, I imagine we're going to see Indiana Jones shown. So yeah, let's leave it at that. Indiana Jones, I don't know what other games they've got to show that we potentially don't already know about. Starfield DLC will probably get a mention. But yeah, obviously it's all about that potential Xbox gaming handheld, which I think it was back at Summer Games Fest. IGN did an interview with Phil Spencer saying, oh, you know, if we were to do a gaming handheld, it would be a native. So it wouldn't be one of these streaming ones, nothing like the Logitech G Cloud. You know, and as someone who really enjoys their Steam Deck, as someone who really enjoys playing their Nintendo Switch, it's native or the highway for me when it comes to gaming handhelds, you know? Gaming or the highway. So I'm just popping out the tweet so more lovely people can join us. People that want to, you know, share in the reaction, share in the love. But yeah, hopefully we're going to have a good time today. We got 4 minutes on the clock. And I'm not going to lie, this like sort of synth beat, it's pretty banging, to be honest. So whoever put this mix together, I feel like I'm behind the decks right now at a nightclub in Night City, shall we say. Xbox Tokyo. This is where we try my spelling. I am live now reacting to the Xbox Tokyo Game Show broadcast. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. It's almost like I know what I'm doing, right? But yeah, what would you like to see from an Xbox gaming handheld, potentially? I feel like that is the major reason why they'd be at a presentation like Tokyo Game Show. So hopefully they don't let us down. And I got my Walter. The presentation, for those unaware, is expected to be around about 40 minutes. So it won't just be the I'm now it's a broadcast on the Mirror Gaming YouTube. So yeah, roughly about 40 minutes. If we see this handheld, I might have to call him back up. Jasmine's on hand. She can, you know, dish out the specs with me, go through it all, and hopefully it is a lot more exciting than whatever Meta was doing yesterday when it came to AI and remote desktop, because I refuse to believe it. Cool. That tweet is now finally sent, guys. You'll be pleased to know. Now I need to shut everything down. But hopefully levels are okay. Fish is here. Hi, Fish. Miffy's here. Ghost of Tsushima 3. Jasmine's here. Miffy says he can't hear any music. Let me turn it up a little bit. We've got Kishu here. Says, bring on Jasmine. I know. Jasmine's been called away at last minute. Okay, I'm up in the levels on the desktop audio, so you should be able to hear some music now. Let me know what you can hear. About 7 people joining us, but let me tell you now, it's a jam. And for those eagle-eyed amongst you, I am wearing an Astrobot top at the moment. Game of the Year 2024. wearing a PlayStation top to an Xbox gaming showcase might be sacrilege to some people, but not here. Miffy says, to be honest, Indiana is the only Xbox game I'm looking forward to. Hey, it's the only Xbox game they've got releasing this year, unless I'm missing something. I mean, there's Flight Simulator 24, Microsoft Flight Simulator, but obviously you're always going to appeal to a niche with that sort of stuff. 40 minutes was around about how long the state of play was a couple of days ago when we reacted to that. Very unusual. Thanks, Miffy. Glad you got the audio coming through. And as a fellow musician yourself, you'll be able to appreciate it, the jam that is. You might not be able to appreciate my dad dancing, but hey-oh. Yeah, Jasmine's in the chat. She's with us in spirit. Kishu says, isn't that like traitorous to wear that top? Hey, if Phil Spencer wants to come to my house and knock me out, he can. Maybe I shouldn't be saying such things on the internet, but it is what it is. I've got so many screens around me right now. I've got like OBS, I've got YouTube on my phone, make sure we don't cut out at any point. Xbox, I hope you appreciate the lengths I've gone to make this stream work. So yeah, we're going to see some Indiana Jones, which is a weird game to show at Tokyo Game Show. Like, I don't know how into Indiana Jones, Japanese game-playing audience, how much it appeals to them, but I guess we're about to find out. And I'm wondering if it's going to be like an on-stage affair. Like, is it going to be a live stage presentation, or is it just going to be essentially like a big direct? Kakishu says she is calling Phil now on speed dial. Nice. Miffy says dad dancing is the only dancing worth $1. Fish, going back to some comments earlier, said, I think any Xbox handheld has to have a unique selling point, otherwise it will be too close to the Steam Deck. Fish, let me tell you what the Xbox gaming handheld selling point will be. It will be Game Pass. It comes with Game Pass. It comes with 6 free months of Game Pass when you buy it out the box. That's what it's all going to be, because Game Pass, while it can work on other devices, it's a bit of a wrong-un. I was going to say a word then. So we're into it now. We are into the Xbox Tokyo Game Showcase. Fish says Assassin's Creed Shadows delayed. Expected to have a presence at Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, they pulled out last minute. Metal Gear. We're kicking off with a big one. Metal Gear Delta Snake Eater.
Is that why you abandoned me?
And obviously this has been pitched as kind of like a PlayStation aligned game, even though it is coming to both platforms. So
your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
What have we got here? Kishu says, Ubisoft are still making Assassin's Creed games. Kishu,
That's right.
Assassin's Creed games are some of their biggest sellers, and it was meant to be coming out in November. It was really exciting. In fact, I reacted on this channel.
No.
There's Sokolov there. Scott McRae is blowing up right now because he loves Metal Gear. Miffy says 3 months at the most. I don't know, man. If they want to sell this thing, they'll put it with either 6 months standard Game Pass or 3 months Game Pass Ultimate, let's say. Because don't forget, if you're a Game Pass subscriber, you're not guaranteed to get every Xbox first-party game, not that there's many to begin with, on the day of release. So here he is. It's Volgin. I got to play a demo of this Virtuous Mission a couple of months back. And it's basically, I put it right up there with the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster in terms of what it's doing. Fish says I miss Scott. Fish, we mourn Scott every day. He was in the chat yesterday, and I believe he was in the chat same time you were for the State of Play. But you said you were missing the streams for Mirror Gaming, Fish, and we've given you 3 this week. 3!
He has not yet found an emotion to carry.
Miffy says, nah, Greed will get the better of them. 6 months basic or 3 months ultimate. I know these things. There you go. Someone's trying to call me live on stream right now. They must not know that the Xbox Tokyo Game Showcase is happening. So yeah, apologies for anybody who was hoping to see Jasmine as well. We had a last minute hardware emergency. But you'll probably hear her screaming from the back room if the Xbox Gaming Handheld does get announced. And she'll be furiously typing things up. So yeah, I'm excited for Metal Gear Delta. Fish says he's eating well at the moment. You're welcome, Fish. You are welcome. Happy to do it. Oh my god, there is no Big Phil. Mizuki Araki. Nice to meet you, Misuzu Araki. So she's from Konami as opposed to Xbox. I see what's going on here. When I got to play this a couple of months ago, hands-on demo, they said they were like, oh, it's in real rough shape, so don't, don't be too harsh on us. But what I played seemed absolutely fine. Oh, so we're getting some day one available now drops. That's exciting. Head of Xbox, Sarah Bond. So, like I said, 40 minutes, and we've already had our first game. I'd say we're looking at easily over 20 game releases being shown off. And I'm hoping, as well as Indiana Jones and the big holiday stuff they've potentially got cooking up, we get a cheeky hint as to what's happening next year, like early next year. What is this? So another Overwatch clone, everybody. They're doing it. I have no idea what this is. Maybe I should. Kishu says, Phil won't speak. He's on the way to Aaron's house. Kishu, have you called him on me that early? Wow. My Hero Academia. Oh, it is Overwatch 2. There you go. Kishu will like that. Jasmine will like that. You can play it on Game Pass. Yanto 3000's in the chat. Good morning, Yanto. It's 11 AM in the UK right now. I don't know where you're based, but it's just the morning. And we are reacting to some Xbox stuff. There you go. Kishu's blowing up. While Matt is tired of anything that even resembles Overwatch. Matt, Miffy, it's because of you that Concord failed, my guy. How many copies of Concord did you buy? I think this is that Age of anthology game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I've not actually played this yet. Not usually my sort of game. Like a Total War alike is how I would describe it, but hey. Send it to me, Blizzard! Send it to me now! Says Kishu. With regards to the My Hero Academia stuff. Where's the One Punch Man crossover? If we're going to go anime. Okay, so we've got sort of some DLC there called Immortal Pillars.
Minasan konnichiwa.
Oh.
Xbox no Phil desu. Welcome to the Xbox.
Oh, I thought he was going to do the
Game
whole
Show
thing in Japanese then. I would have been
podcast.
really impressed.
It's a pleasure to be
Yanto,
back
give me anything
at
to buy
Tokyo
so I don't
Game
buy
Show
FC25.
with the latest
Yanto, if you own
announcements and updates from
FC24,
our creative teams
you're probably good.
and our publishing partners.
But our FC
Special
expert Lewis
thanks to
Barton really
everyone
liked
at
it, gave it
CESA
4 stars out of
for your
5.
continued
Review on the
work
channel if you
on
haven't
behalf
checked it
of
already.
players, publishers, and
Kishu's
game
telling me they've
creators
done
here
One
in
Punch
Japan
already.
and throughout Asia. We're
Have they
continuing to see
done
growth in the
Yu-Gi-Oh?
region.
Because that would actually get
This
me into
year,
Overwatch. If they added like
more people
Kaiba
are
as a
playing with
character,
Xbox
Blue Eyes White Dragon,
across
come
all
on.
devices in Asia than ever before.
So obviously,
And
Xbox
we've
for
seen the
years now
largest
have said
number of Xbox
we need to
console
make a big
players
impact
in the
in
region to
Asia.
date.
We're
We have a
aligning
terrific lineup of
closely
games
with
from
Square
our creative
Enix.
teams at
This is the
Activision,
time to show it off.
Bethesda, Blizzard,
Yeah, we
and
shut
Xbox
down
Game
Tango
Studios,
Gameworks,
coming
one of
to
our only
Xbox
major studios in
consoles,
Japan.
PC,
So you can't
and
trust
Game
Phil
Pass
Spencer
before
as
the
far
end
as you
of
can
the
throw him a
year.
lot of the times, but
Next week,
come on.
the Starfield expansion, Shattered Space, will be available.
So
to
gaming
players
editor
everywhere.
Nathan Bliss is
It's
actually
the
really
new
excited
story
about Shattered
expansion
Space,
to
and I really
Starfield
hope that the
from
Starfield
team at
players
Bethesda Game
get
Studios,
what they
where the
want.
players will
They're locking
explore
it down
a
to one
mysterious
planet.
new
They seem
planet
to be solving a
while
lot of
they
the issues
find
at least I had
weapons,
with the main campaign.
spacesuits, and gear. And as
I
someone
like
who's
how it's an
played a
Xbox
lot
stream,
of
but
Starfield,
Concord has got
I'm
a
pleased
mention
that players in
insanely
Japan
early on.
will get to experience a fully localized Shattered Space with the interface,
That's good,
voice
that's good.
acting, and subtitles all available in Japanese.
That's a big win. For a
In
Western
October,
RPG, Japanese
Blizzard
VO
will
day one
launch
localization, that's a
Vessel
big
of
win.
Hatred, the first expansion for Diablo 4.
Phil, I want you to
Players
do that
will
jacket
venture
up just for
into a
once
new
and then do
region
the
of
reveal.
Sanctuary with an all-new
The StarCraft
character
reveal.
class and mercenary companions to fight alongside.
Yanto says my granddad's
challenge
oh,
themselves with a
my
new
Game Pass
endgame
Ultimate literally expired
experience,
today. Wonder if there will be
Dark
anything that makes me
Citadel.
decide to resub.
Also in October, Call of Duty
I mean,
Black
apparently
Ops
we're
6
getting
will
some
be
day one
available
drops
on
on
Xbox
this very live stream
consoles,
right now. They
PC,
teased that at the beginning.
and with
So if
Game
you see
Pass.
something and it's on Game
Set in
Pass,
the
do it.
1990s,
But yeah,
Black
for
Ops 6
my
features
money,
a new campaign,
Game Pass ain't worth having
incredibly
unless you
deep
get Ultimate,
multiplayer,
because you don't want the worry of,
round-based
can I play
zombies,
this? Is
and
it on my tier?
redefined player
Just need to get it
movement
all.
throughout the game.
But then I
The
subscribe to
reaction
the
to the
Essential
beta has
PS
been
Plus.
phenomenal,
I don't do
and we
premium
can't
on
wait
that.
to
So
welcome players into the full
Fish is
game
waiting for the Redfall
on
DLC.
October
You'll be
25th.
forever waiting.
In November,
Can you play that game
players
offline
will
now?
take
Did
to
they
the
push that
skies in
update?
Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024.
This is good. This is
Some
good.
of
We're
you
getting
may
everything we
remember
know
that
that's
when we
coming in the
brought
immediate
Microsoft
future
Flight
out the way,
Simulator
and we're only
Tokyo
6
Game
minutes
Show
in. So
back
what are
in
they going to fill the
2020,
rest of those 40 minutes
very
with?
first world update the team created was focused
Miffy
on
says
Japan.
too little too late on Starfield
The
for me.
audience here has grown
Me and Miffy don't always agree
We
on
have
games
more
and the
cool
games we like
content
enjoying,
planned for
but
our
I like the
Japanese
fact that we
players
can
in the
come
future,
together in
so
not our
stay
hatred
tuned.
for Starfield, but our
And in
criticism of it.
December,
So there's that.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will make its debut.
Here we
The
go.
team at Machine Games, in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, has crafted a first-person
Guys, I've almost
adventure
finished my
game
coffee, so the
that
energy
puts
should
players
like
in
mellow
the
down a little
shoes
bit
of the
after
world's
this. Don't
most
worry.
famous archaeologist, using his whip, his wits, and more than a bit of luck to overcome
This
his
one,
enemies.
I'm excited about Indiana
And
Jones,
like
but what has
Shattered
me worried
Space,
is the melee
Indiana
first-person
Jones
combat
will be
with the fists
localized
up on
in
the screen, right?
Japanese.
I don't know.
Next year, our lineup of games keeps on going.
Okay.
With Avowed, South of Midnight,
Yes, very excited for
Doom
South of
the
Midnight.
Dark Ages, Fable, and more.
Half these
All
games won't come out
available
next
on
year.
day
I'm calling
one
it now.
with Game Pass.
All these games were
I'm
revealed last
also
year to come out
proud
this
to
year and
announce
didn't happen.
that on November 5th, StarCraft Remastered
Ooh.
and StarCraft 2 will be available with PC.
I'm not a
Game Pass
StarCraft guy,
and Game Pass Ultimate.
but good to see that it's coming
The
to Game
StarCraft
Pass.
series helped define real-time strategy.
Fish, that is a
and
good
esports
question.
and live
If I
streaming.
had to guess,
And we're
it kind of
thrilled
looks
that even
like the
more
guy from
players will get to
from
experience
Hi-Fi
the
Rush,
campaign
Chai,
and multiplayer
because he had a
modes
cat
from
friend,
these
but this
two
looks like a
iconic
lady
games.
in the background,
so
right?
enjoy the rest of the show, and arigato.
Kishu,
gozaimasu.
very excited for Fable. Xbox VR, Yanto wants. I don't know if you're going to get that.
打天使の守護者か
Ooh.
守るのはキルクルス
I know that people, particularly with JRPGs, they stand by, they die by the fact that you should play dubbed rather than subbed with Japanese VO. I've just never been able to do it.
And welcome to Machine Games. I'm
Thank you
Yanto
for having
Stockholm,
us, Machine Games.
game
It's
director
a
on
pleasure to be
Indiana
here.
Jones and the Great Circle.
And I'm Axel Turenius.
So who's excited for Indiana Jones then? Everyone in the chat. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, are you buying it day
Indiana
one?
Jones
Are you playing
and
it
the
via
Great
Game Pass?
Circle
Or are
is
you
a
waiting for
first-person
PS5
single-player
or not
adventure
interested at
where
all?
you uncover
Out of those
one
four,
of
let me know.
history's greatest mysteries.
Because were it not for my job, I think I'd probably
Set
wait for it to
in
come to PS5.
1937, sinister forces are
And who got their
scouring the
PS5 Pro
globe
order,
for the secret
PS5 Pro pre-order in
ancient
today?
power.
Because that's also
And only
happening.
one person can stop them. Indiana Jones.
I really want this game to succeed because Machine Games do good work. Wolfenstein 1 and 2 are amazing.
For our players in Japan and around the world to get their hands on Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Kishu
when
says
it
3 out of
launches
10,
on
she's
Xbox,
barely playing it.
PC, and Game
Miffy
Pass
says
on
7 out of
Sunday
10.
night.
Okay.
Thanks
7
for
out of 10 is
tuning
higher
in
than I
to the
thought it'd be
Xbox
for
Digital
you, Miffy,
Broadcast
so.
Tokyo Game Show. And we look forward
Yanto's
to
waiting
showing
for
you
a Humble
around
Bundle,
soon.
so he'll be playing it in about
Arigato
2 to 3
gozaimasu.
years then. Miffy says he hasn't got Game Pass, and this is the thing, like, Game Pass, is it worth it now? Do you know what I mean? I don't think it is. I could count on one hand the amount of games I've played from beginning to end on Xbox Game Pass since I probably got Xbox Game Pass, however many years ago it was, and I think that's a problem. Fish says, intrigued, film to game adaptations are always hit and miss. I played the Avatar game for an hour and gave up. Oh my god. The sort of navigation in Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, it was really bad. Beautiful world to be in, but it looks samey. Miffy says, Indiana Jones is my childhood. So there you go. Yanto says, how can you pre-order the PS5 Pro when the 30th anniversary looks so good? Because guess what? They're making 12,500 anniversary PS5 Pro units. Will you be one of the lucky ones, Yanto? Let's not stop believing. It could happen. I don't know what this game is, but it looks cute as hell. Kishu, I've got good news for you. Phil Spencer doesn't want you to buy an Xbox. If you've got a PC, you can play all those games on your PC. There you go. You're sorted. Indiana Jones. Yanto says COD will carry Game Pass into 2025. But again, it's only available on Game Pass Ultimate, which is really expensive now. £15 in the UK. Why am I watching a raccoon riding a bike, bunny hopping across rooftops? Oh my god. Please let this game be available right now. Kishu's buying an Xbox for this game. I know I told her that she just told her she doesn't need to play one, but my god. I'm so excited, guys. Now, this looks charming. This is a 10 out of 10, Kishu. Come on, what are you talking about? And it's available now. Please. Tanuki Pond Summer. Ah. That gave me Little Kitty Big City vibes. Which was a very sweet game, but the bit got old after like the first 30 minutes, I'd say. But hey, you couldn't ride a bike in Little Kitty Big City. Okay, so far, these are very Japanese-centric games. Like, good on Xbox for sourcing all these partnerships. Oh, wow! I'm loving this art style. This is like HD 2D, but like not quite. And is it an original game? Oh, give it to me. Give it to me now. I love this JRPG throwback stuff. So it seems like we're playing as different characters across different timelines. Similar to a bit of Live Alive action. Kishu's in, 10 out of 10. JRPGs are great. Miffy says, I want Little City Big Kitty. Little City Big Kitty should be the DLC expansion. Somebody tweet that out. Get the devs to work on it. Oh no, make that the sequel and then they can add Godzilla as like a skin pack. Because Godzilla, he does anything for money these days. He's in like Dave the Diver, he's in Call of Duty. He'll pop up everywhere. But yeah, this looks really gorgeous. If this is available now, I'm buying it. I've got my phone right here. I'm buying it now. Threads of Time. Good name as well. Wishlist now. Humble Games. Being published by Humble Games. Threads of Time. I'm making a note of that. We got some Katamari love coming up right now, it looks like. I tell you what, guys, I didn't think a Tanuki riding a bicycle could be beat, but it has. Katamari Reroll, very interesting because this is like a PlayStation aligned sort of series, I'd say. I remember they released a game for the PlayStation Vita back in the day. Miffy says it's hard times for Mr. Zilla. Yeah. Godzilla will be promoting Raid Shadow Legends before we know it. 100%. In fact, put Godzilla in Raid Shadow Legends. Kishu's given another 10 out of 10 for this game. Kishu, it sounds like you need to buy an Xbox, or at least download the Xbox client for your PC if you haven't already. Still nothing about hardware. Still nothing about an Xbox gaming handheld. Obviously, you have to imagine that's going to be the last drop. Katamari Reroll, available today, Xbox. We've had our first day one drop. That's exciting. Kishu, get that downloaded right now. I want a full review before this stream ends. Okay. What have we got here? Bad guitar. Fragpunk. I heard the word coming out of Summer Games Fest was that this game's actually good. Miffy, this seems like you should be all over this stuff. Is it in beta at the moment or is it in full release? I should know that. I think it's out. I don't really play competitive PvP games, so I don't know. Okay, it's not out yet. There is a playtest happening though. What do we think, Warzone or Fragpunk? I really wish that Threads of Time game was out right now, but I've already got enough on my plate as it is, to be honest, so it's probably a good thing that it's not. But that's definitely my game of the show so far, Threads of Time. But it seemed very similar to like Live Alive or Chrono Trigger, but hey, what's not to love? I love Sea of Stars from a couple of years ago. Miffy says, this is with regards to Fragpunk, I think it looks whack, as the kids used to say in the 90s. Kishu, seeing as you're here in the chat, can I get your hero shooter ranking from like Overwatch, Paladins, obviously, Fragpunk, Warzone, and maybe Fortnite, throw it in there even though it's not really a hero shooter. Is that My Hero Academia crossover in Overwatch 2 available from today? Might be. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm just sort of like, I'm sick of these hero shooters. Do you know what I mean? I cannot do it. I cannot do it anymore. I'm really excited for Black Ops 6 because the last shooter I probably got into was Black Ops Cold War. But even then, that's not like a battle royale or push the payload, it's purely like capture the flag, kill confirmed, headquarters, and team deathmatch. Jasmine says, no Valorant. Jasmine, you don't even play Valorant, or at least you haven't. So, Miffy's tired of it all too. Can't blame him. I tell you what, I did play the beta for Marvel Rivals, and yeah, it did hook me in with the Marvel brand, but I think the fact that it's played from a third-person perspective also makes it feel a bit fresh. Atlas, we're going to get a Metaphor Refantasio trailer. Here it comes. Jasmine, I've never heard you mention Valorant once. I know you're a Riot Games stan. Niffy says, like, just write a story. Yeah. That's the problem. Like, back in the day, during the PS3 and Xbox 360 era, you used to get a campaign and a multiplayer component all for, like, let's say $40. Now they're asking you to pay $40 for just the multiplayer component sometimes. And I'm like, it ain't happening, my guy. I'm sorry. You can't do that when Overwatch and Fortnite are free. The value proposition has suddenly changed. Yeah, Kishu, this is Metaphor Refantasio. This is from the guys, this is by Studio Zero, I believe they're called, the guys behind the Persona games. There's a demo available for it now, so if you did want to check it out, you can download it and play it. It came out yesterday, I believe. But this is a big, big release, coming out October 10th. And it just looks gorgeous. Oh, October 11th. Sorry, I'm a liar. Persona games never miss, true. I got a bit away into Persona 3 Reload and I really enjoyed it, but they just take so long, man. Like, they reckon this game can take like 90 hours just to mainline. Pray for reviewers, everyone, pray. Put your hands together for me. Pray. I don't know what game this is. Atelier Yuma. Okay, this is like a big series in Japan. I've seen that like logo a lot. So we're 20 minutes into the showcase, got about 20 minutes left to go. And so far I think it's been alright. Threads of Time, the highlight for me. It seems like, I know it sounds stupid to say, but there's so many Japanese games featured in this Tokyo Game Show. Like, why is PlayStation not championing this many Japanese games? Jasmine played 20 Valorant games on August 16th. Just over a month ago. Yeah. I think I played one of these, I reviewed one of them back in the day, and I enjoyed it enough, but there's so many of these types of games out in the world now, like trying to stand out is crazy. This is what I'm saying, Kishu. PlayStation were the JRPG games kings, sorry. I mean, they did have Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth recently. Share the love, I guess. You know what I mean? Games are getting more expensive to make, so you can't limit your audience anymore. You need to be on everything. Okay, there's a full-on hero shooter war happening in the chat right now. We're all here to enjoy some Xbox, guys. I know it's really hard to try and enjoy Xbox these days, but hey. I'm just seeing people's reaction. 100 hours in one day. How do you do that? Anyway, Paladins is the best hero shooter because it was free before Overwatch was. It was free, it was cross progression, it was cross play. Saved my ass during lockdown, I'll say that.
私が非常に参考にさせていただいたのは、ヘイローの第1作目で初めてこの FPS でオープンワールドみたいな形のものを
An open world FPS.
世界ってこんなに広がるんだなっていうなんか未知の体験っていうものを体験できた時は非常に僕として子供時代なんですけども非常にワクワクしたんですよね。
This is crazy. If they're about to announce a first-person shooter set in this universe,
この降り立った時にワクワクしている体験っていうものは非常に重要しています。
oh, we're going on a bit long, aren't we, with this one, guys? I think this is like a full-on deep dive. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I'm finding it hard to get excited about Atelier, whatever it's called. Put Metaphor ReFantazio back on. That'll do me. Kishu, shouldn't you be reviewing Katamari? We Love Katamari Reroll Royal Edition, rather than giving me grief.
活用する方法というか活用できるシステムはないのかと考えたときに、昨今いろいろなところでクラフトであったりとかハウジングというものが流行っているという。
Oh yeah, the crafting craze as well. What do we think about the like survival crafting genre? I've heard that Enshrouded is pretty good, and I played a demo for that. That did more things for me than Pal World ever did. I'm not gonna lie. Kishu says, I'm not sure what's going on with this one. There's too much going on. I think that's the problem. But you have to understand, she's riding a bike now. Pick your lane, Koei Tecmo. What's going on? They're treating the amount of time they're dedicating to this. Xbox is going to be like, you know, this is a major release for us, is what this presentation is like speaking to me. That's what it's communicating. Right, we made it through, everybody. Well done. And now we've got some Genshin Impact looking thing to look forward to. So what's the vibe check right now? Do we think we're going to get the Xbox Handheld announcement? Or is it purely just games? I think the only way we're going to get the Xbox Gaming Handheld announcement is if Sarah Bond appears right at the end and she says we've got one more thing to reveal. They'll show it, they'll name it, it'll say 2025, and then it'll be end credits on the stream. This is some like Diablo 4 wannabe. That's all I'm seeing right now. Diablo 4, Game of the Year contender 2023. Someone should tell Xbox. Xbox, you already own Diablo now. You've got Diablo covered. Yeah, there's the closing ring from Fortnite. Lovely. This has got to be free to play, right? Miffy says, oh no, another game that looks like the last one. Yep. I mean, it does and it doesn't. It's coming to Xbox, guys, that game. It can only run on an Xbox. Okay, come on. Get me back into it, Xbox. Come on.
You humans toss that word around.
Is this a Digimon game, Bandai Namco? Ooh.
As if it's something that you can hold in the palm of your hand.
I'd tell you what would be crazy is if we got a new Nier game announced during this thing.
Open this chest of yours. Or is the true heart elsewhere?
But there's not been anything from Square Enix so far. Sadly.
What is a heart?
This is... It's looking emotional, it's looking intense. Kishu gets it. I thought I was out. I think I am out, and it's up to Xbox to pull us back in. Xbox and Bandai. Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Is that based on the anime Bleach? I guess so. A friend of mine really loves Bleach. Miffy's just got that response like typed in and ready to go. He's Control V'd that and pressed enter, and he's gonna do that every trailer, I reckon.
Observe well. This is what true
Yeah, if they did like a Kishu, did you see that at the State of Play they announced there is a Stellar Blade Nier Automata crossover announced, where as the Stellar Blade character, I believe we're going to be like diving back into the Nier world, so that's exciting. But again, that's PlayStation. Bleach Reaper of Souls.
Welcome, recruit.
Jasmine saying, what is with all the anime games at a Japanese game showcase? What were you expecting? Xbox got all the Western stuff out of the way at the beginning. They're like, all these, you know, Caucasian, game starring Caucasian people. Like, you know, we got them coming later on. So, Kishu, now you need to buy a PlayStation 5. If you haven't already. Well, no, but I'm saying, you know, look, we're into mechs. There's like a... You got to be predisposed to expect this sort of game.
Prove your mettle as a drifter today.
Raise. Oh, did you see what they did there, guys? They spelt raise, but the A and I were made to look like AI. Sin Duality Echo of Ada. No idea what any of those words mean. But hey, someone out there will be happy.
Konnichiwa to Tokyo Game Show and our entire Japanese.
Oh, is this some Fallout stuff?
I'm John Rush, creative director on Fallout 76 at Bethesda.
There we go. We got some Western RPG love.
I wanted to give a huge shout out to our amazing player base over here. The Japanese Fallout 76.
Miffy, there's one game set in Japan that won't be here that has Shadow in it though, and that's Assassin's Creed Shadows.
To camp building, you guys have been an absolute joy to watch and play with as you journey down those country roads and Appalachia. To celebrate this creativity,
this guy's not even against the green screen. This is just what his garden looks like. I have it on good authority from Phil Spencer. But that is the case. Do these screenshots look good? Maybe my video's being a bit compressed, but damn. What's the best game with the shadow, with the word shadow in the title then?
So again,
Shadows of the
thank you for
Damned?
continued passion
Shadow
and
Man?
creativity. We love seeing all of you share it with us every day and can't wait to see what you'll get up to in the future. Speaking of the future, we'd like to confirm some exciting news. Cat and dog people rejoice! We're excited to tell you that
Jasmine, cats are coming to Fallout 76. You heard it here. Download that bad boy now.
Camps and can be interacted with in a number of ways.
Again, all this life sim stuff. What is going on?
So until then, we'll see.
Yeah, Kishu says it right. Shadow of Mordor. Better than Shadow of War as well. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic, but this whole, like, crafting and life sim and... That's not what Fallout 76 was ever meant to be, right? Fallout 4 had, like, house building at least, but... Seems like they're trying to squeeze a game into something it's not. Okay, here we go. So we get into 1 and 2 remaster. I know people are excited about this. I'm with Miffy, it's been a bit mediocre so far. So these are very highly regarded PlayStation 1 JRPGs. Like, if you're into Final Fantasy, these are the games that are going to appeal to you as well. But I believe their whole thing is that you can recruit whoever you want. Like, if there's an NPC down the road, you can recruit them into your party. So back then, that's quite cool. Kishu, quality of life update. Boo. See, look, I'm in favor for remasters and packages like this because it means these games are preserved on modern platforms. They're not locked off onto a physical disc. But yeah, this doesn't look as extensive an upgrade as like Live Alive or what Square Enix is doing with Dragon Quest III HD remaster. So I don't know about that. Pixel Junk. Oh, another PlayStation aligned studio, I'd say. Pixel Junk Monsters. Oh, it's Pixel Junk Tetris, guys. They've done it. All you need is help. Okay. It's 2024. We all need help in this day and age. We're all losing our minds. Jasmine said she's bored now. Jasmine, I bet you're glad you're not on this stream with me then. Do you know what I mean? I'm having to react to this stuff and say something about it. I mean, this does look cute and cozy, and if you're into Animal Crossing and stuff, I guess it might do it for you. Oh. This is... Let's get this trending on TikTok, this song. Bit of steel drums in there. Fish says, sorry Aaron, forgot to get my 30th anniversary PS5 controller. What have I missed? Well, Fish, I hope you got your controller. My brother got that as well this morning. You've not missed a lot, Fish. Just a lot of JRPGs. Katamari Reroll, Remastered, Royal Edition, whatever it's called, is out today on Xbox. But other than that... So this is a Jasmine game. I'm just digging the vibes, the music, you know? Why is it called I Think We Need Help? This is like if a Japanese studio... It's like if a Japanese studio looked at Overcooked and was like, okay, how can we make that more wholesome and less stressful? And that's how we ended up with this game. Is it available now? Oh, guys, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I Think We Need Help. Oh, all you need is help, sorry. And it's on Game Pass as well. If you've got Game Pass still, get it downloaded. All you need is help. We won today. We won, everyone. Oh. Bit of Slitterhead action now. I know people are excited about this. This is like from the creator of Silent Hill, so... If they said this is available now, oh my god, I would flip. Slitterhead looks wild. Fish says, sat on the PlayStation Direct website for 20 minutes. I'm glad you managed to get your controller, mate. Did you get the PS5 Pro, though? Kishu and Jasmine are just absolutely sorted. They're well happy with a game whose name I still am struggling to remember. All you need is help. I'm still waiting on your Katamari review, Kishu. Come on. So what do we think about Slitterhead then? This is a game where I've just seen it so much now. I'm like, look, this game needs to come out already. People need to give it 7 out of 10 and then we can move on with our lives. And I love a good 7 out of 10. In fact, friend of the show, Scott McRae, anybody, any long-timers that are still here, I know he's really pumped about Slitterhead. Miffy, too harsh, man. Too harsh. What's going on? Look, the soundtrack alone, all you need is help. Fish says, Slitterhead looks unreal. Well excited for this game. Nothing better than Japanese interpretation on horror. It's true, and that's why I love The Evil Within 2 so much. The first one was hard as nails, but man, I wish Tango Gameworks would make Evil Within 3, because survival horror is going through a bit of a renaissance at the moment. Oh, Kishu. Do you know what this looks like? It looks a bit like, is it Ghostwire Tokyo? And that game wasn't good, I'm afraid. Not great. So you appear to be able to like possess people in this game. You slitter yourself into their heads, hence the name. That jacket's pretty cool though. Look at that black leather jacket. The physics on that. Almost as good as Assassin's Creed Unity back in the day. So, we are 35 minutes into this stream, give or take, because it started at 11. We've got about 5 minutes left, apparently. So, I think if we're going to get a handheld, what I said would happen, might happen, where Sarah Bond comes on the screen. Hello, I'm the head of Xbox. We want to give players even more ways to enjoy games in the Xbox ecosystem, yada, yada, yada. Like I said, I could practically write this stuff on the back of my hand. And then she'll say, we got one more thing. It'll be a little tease with a date. and then that'll be it for the handheld. Miffy says, didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm on the negative side. Hey, I'm right there with you, brother. I am shattered, but hey, I'm still giving it my all. The coffee is low, but my energy isn't. Yanto says, how does the DualSense Edge Anniversary Edition cost more than the Portal? The Portal has a screen! Yeah, isn't the Edge... well, I don't know how much the 30th Anniversary Edition is, but it comes with that sexy hardshell case, Yanto, so you can't be too disappointed. I recently, my girlfriend very lovingly got me the Astrobot controller, and I love that. Kishu says something about being able to possess a middle-aged man in the game to play him makes me less excited. But there you go, you can play anyone. There was another game that did that you could like possess anybody you want. I don't know about middle-aged men though. So this looks like a turn-based JRPG in mechs. I see the boxes this game's ticking. I could go for a bit of this if it's on Game Pass. But honestly, if you're into your turn-based RPGs, Metaphor should be on your radar. It's so slick. Download the demo. Yanto says, I bet the handheld is terrible. I don't want it to be, but I'm expecting Logitech Razer rebrand. Jasmine, buy that PS5 Pro and then sell it on eBay for even more money. I think Xbox, their hardware's alright, isn't it? Their first party hardware. Build quality wise. If they announce it and it has an OLED screen, that would be an instant win for me, and I'm not going to lie, I might even be tempted. But hey, it might not even happen. We're still in Dragon Quest at the moment. Jasmine says she's going to use my card. Awesome, do it. Fish says, Watch Dogs 3? I wish, but it's probably not going to get mentioned here. Oh, right, you mean in terms of like the possessing people. Yeah, I think you're right. Watch Dogs Legion, Watch Dogs 3 let you do that. You could play as like an old granny, couldn't you? Like carjacking and stuff. So this game, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D, Dragon Quest 3 very much said to be the very best entry in the classic Dragon Quest game series. I think the 2D HD 2D visuals have kind of like, when they first came out with Octopath Traveler, it was like, wow, looks amazing, and now it's kind of been a bit overdone. 7,000! That's like halfway of a house deposit in the UK here, so if you can buy a PS5 Pro and then sell it for that, hey, I say go for it. But, disclaimer, I am not authorised to give out legal or financial advice, so I'm just covering my own back there. I believe this is coming December. So we now have officially 2 minutes left of the stream. If the Xbox handheld's come in, it'll be within the next 5 minutes potentially even after this presentation. Do you know what I think a lot of these remasters are missing these days? Is that ability to toggle between OG graphics and new graphics. I think it was Halo Anniversary Edition that popularised that, an Xbox game. So props to Xbox for that. But I know that's like sort of intense in terms of like the running of the game, because you have to run 2 versions of the game simultaneously. Oh, I don't know about this, guys. I like a JRPG, but oh. This ain't no Threads of Time. Do you know what I'm saying? This ain't no Threads of Time. I'm checking the Xbox Game Pass app live on air to see if All We Need Is Help, or whatever that game is called, is available to download. Let's see. Recently added. It's not there. We were lied to, everyone. Pack up, we're going home. We were lied to. I think they also announced that HD 2D remasters of 1 and 2 are also coming. So there's 14th of November, there you go. Miffy says, it's like a Game Boy Color showcase. Hey, nothing wrong with the Game Boy Color, man. But I take your point, yeah. And a lot of these games, just so we're clear, like these are not exclusive to Xbox. Like they're like, you know, third-party releases. Here we go! Is it gonna happen?
I am thrilled to be back here at Tokyo Game Show.
If it happens exactly as I said it was gonna happen, I'll be well happy. Yanto says some Premier League player will buy the PS5 Pro. Yeah. Threads of Time.
iconic studios to concept.
Threads of Time look better than that
games.
Square Enix
The
game.
future is bright,
Dragon Quest.
With more than 1,400 console and PC
Fish, they could
titles
end with the
active
Xbox
development
gaming
Xbox
handheld.
from creators across Asia. We are delighted to show.
So they opened with Metal Gear,
titles in our broadcast
but there's
today,
still no
like
date for
Metal
it.
Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater,
When is it coming out?
Konami,
Give it to me,
Metaphor
Sarah.
Zio
Send
from
it to me,
Atlus,
please.
Atelier Yumiya from Koei Tecmo, which is the first of the Atelier franchise.
Imagine
to come to Xbox,
if that person
as
in the
well as
background,
indie
that
games,
anime person, like
including
turns
all
around
the
and she's been
games
holding it the entire
and
time.
Tanuki Pon Summer
That would be
from
really
Denki
boss.
Works. And we are hard at work building even more ways to play amazing titles like these.
Hi-Fi Rush 2.
One of our newest ways to play is on Amazon.
Guys, here we
Fire
go. It's happening. Ways to
Plug a
play.
TV stick into
It's
any
gonna
machine,
happen.
grab a controller, and you
But
can
we're
play
introducing
game
one more
titles
way
over
to
the
play.
cloud without needing a dedicated
Hold on to
console
your
or
butts.
gaming PC. Because Xbox is all about giving you choice.
Choice.
You can play the way you want today.
They've been
with
pushing
PC
cloud
and
so
console
long
to
that if it is a
handhelds,
native
smart
handheld,
TVs,
oh,
and you can bring
she
your
just
games
said it.
with you onto future hardware. And
Okay.
we are overjoyed to welcome more games for you to
If they
love
don't
from
announce the gaming
legendary
handheld now, it's going to be
developers.
like the biggest
Our
tease ever.
partnership with Square Enix is stronger than ever, and we're delighted they keep bringing more games to Xbox on console and PC, including the upcoming
More ways to
Dragon
play.
Quest
We're still in it.
III 2D remake. And I'm honored to announce,
Oh,
playable today on Xbox are more titles coming from Square Enix.
Oh, cool.
Including Trials of Mana, Legend of Mana, and Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, Final Fantasy 1 through 6.
okay.
Let's take a look.
Ah, Sarah, that's not what we wanted. This better not be the one more thing. And is it on Game Pass?
This is the Manna sword.
Miffy's going to love this next set of Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, I'll tell you now. We're currently 42 minutes into the showcase. This is a bit of a weird move because we've just had Visions of Mana release on all major platforms, like the latest installment, and unfortunately it looks like that they might be getting shut down, the studio that made it. So the fact that they're pimping the not newest Mana game is a bit weird. Is this Trials of Mana? When did this come out? This came out in 2020. She's not giving it to us, guys. I think it's... I can feel it. I think it's coming. Why would you play this and not the new one? I don't get it. Is it on Game Pass? This is a bright and colourful action RPG and it looks really good, I guess, but... Whoa. Miffy's saying they're going to announce an app. They already have an app. If they announce an app for other handhelds, I mean, I'd say that, yeah. We're bringing Xbox Game Pass to Steam Deck. That's what I want to hear. That way I don't have to spend upwards of £200, £300 on a new one. Trials of Mana, it is coming to Game Pass and it's available today. Okay, fair enough. A new colour Series S. Kishu, you're saying you're behind all these games. You will play nothing but Overwatch from now until forever, so why are you kidding yourself? I don't know if Xbox Cloud is available in Japan. If it isn't, and that's the big like mic drop moment, oof. Aaron, when have you ever played a game on Game Pass? All the time, obviously. But that's my point. If Xbox truly want to be where people are, then they need to get that thing on Steam Deck, because that's the only way I'm gonna play Xbox Game Pass realistically. Because I'm not firing up my Xbox because they haven't got the games on Game Pass. The games that come to Game Pass have already been available on other things. And now you've priced me out of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate by raising the price to like 20 quid or whatever it was. This is crazy that they're giving all... And now we've got the Final Fantasy stuff getting its own trailer as well. Miffy, it's the world's most powerful console right up until the PS5 Pro releases in November. Jasmine, I know what I'm talking about. Everyone else knows what I'm talking about. The only person that doesn't is that Kishu says she plays JRPGs, and I've never heard her mention it once. Okay, so classic Final Fantasy games. They're available on Steam. They're available on Switch. They're available on PlayStation. They're coming to Xbox. That's great. But guess what? They're coming to Xbox Game Pass. Brilliant if you're already subscribed. Put Game Pass on Steam Deck, and I'll be there and I'll play it. The question is, would Xbox rather take a cut of putting their service on other platforms, or incur the cost of making their own gaming handheld hardware and forcing and funneling people to that platform? It's a dangerous game they're playing. Where's Jasmine saying, where's this Tokyo Game Show sass coming from? They're firing me up because this has been pretty poor, I'm not going to lie. Other than Threads of Time and that We Need Help Together or whatever it's called. Final Fantasy VI, the game to end all games. This is like the granddaddy of JRPGs that everyone always points to. Kishu, this is what I'm saying. It was enough just to say, Sarah's gone, it's not happening, guys. That's it. It's done. Wow. Very, very disappointing. And now we just get like a sizzle reel. I agree with Matt, and it's not just because I'm wearing an Astrobot t-shirt once again, but I think the state of play was stronger. This felt like a business move to me. This felt like Xbox saying, we've said we're making headway in Japan, we need to have a major presence at Tokyo Game Show and show off a bunch of third-party games that are Japanese games that are coming to Xbox. Now, I don't think it's fair to be disappointed that they didn't show a handheld, because they never explicitly said they would do that. But it does set a certain expectation when you have a big presence at a show like Tokyo Game Show, the kind of which that they've never really had before. 2 games dropping today, that's cool. 2 major games dropping today. Here you go, they've just shown what's coming up today, because they're including all those like remasters as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for having me. So now, thanks for watching. Oh no, I was accidentally watching the IGN stream. Spoiler alert, I should have been on should be on this one. Let me get that full list up of everything that's coming to Game Pass today. So there you go, guys. 30-year-old games coming to Game Pass. Fish is saying it. Miffy says it's the worst one he's ever watched. And I think it's... As soon as Sarah said, here's all these games from Square Enix coming, and not, here's a new way to play, that's when you knew that it wasn't coming, essentially. No Xbox Pro, which is weird, because I think the original plan when those documents leaked was to have those Xbox games appear, to have the Xbox Pro out, you know, by now, by October, essentially. So here's all the games that are coming to Xbox Game Pass from day one. All You Need Is Help, I think, is the biggest win. Legend of Manna's pretty cool. Kishu seemed big into that, but yeah. For everything else, guys, it's pretty disappointing from me. Let me get that Threads of Time trailer up, because that was what was floating my boat. Big Phil, Indiana Jones. Here we go. This is what I'm about. This looks better than the HD 2D Dragon Quest III collection. A cat in Fallout, Jasmine's saying. Yeah. Well, I'll put on these beats. I'll leave that on. I'll bring it just to me. Guys, that does it for Tokyo Game Show 2024. The Xbox showcase, anyway. Fish, I believe this is the only scheduled showcase between now and Christmas. That's not to say they won't have something else, maybe in November. And obviously, let's not forget that you have the Game Awards happening in December, and Xbox, not always, but they generally, Big Philly S, I should say. Big Phil S is always there in some capacity, so they might show something big at the Game Awards. That's where the Xbox Series X was originally revealed. So it might be the case that they're waiting again for Big Jeff's show. Big Phil and Big Jeff, they can get together and showcase the Xbox Pro, whatever you want to call it, the Xbox Series Xer on display. But I think that's gonna just about do it for the stream today. I'm sick of hearing the sound of my own voice, but I appreciate everybody dropping in and spending time with us. Yanto, Jasmine, Fish, Miffy, Kishu. Believe that's everyone. And some people that are probably a bit too shy to comment, but don't worry. If you enjoyed what you liked, if you enjoyed what you saw here today, be sure to leave this video a like and subscribe to the Mirror Gaming YouTube channel. We're going to have a bunch of videos going live today and tomorrow. So, yeah. Rewind check. Phil's pockets for a spoiler of the handheld. Let's have a look. Should we get Big Phil up? I'll get him up one more time.
Was coming to Xbox console.
I see no evidence of a handheld here. I see. Is he hiding it under his jacket? It's not happening. Where is it? Where is it? Nowhere. Phil, what are you doing to us? And what was all this about? These characters behind. I think that's very, very cool because it looked very Hi-Fi Rush in nature. Damn. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Fish. My pleasure as always. I've been Aaron Potter. This has been Mirror Gaming, and we will see you